Alright, let me like straight up.
Sit on the elevator.
No.
Hold, sit on the elevator.
Just get on the elevator.
Get
What
on
the
the
hell?
elevator.
See on it?
Get on the
Yeah,
elevator.
see if you die.
Here we go. Here we go. We can do it, Artsu. It killed Artsu.
Yeah, destroy the hospital as well.
In today's episode of Broken Light, we'll be learning how to break elevators, kill scrubs, and basically ruin the entire Gore clan. Now, you may notice I'm messing around with this gun prop. What I'm trying to do is, there we go, I'm trying to get it clipped into the wall so it breaks the elevator. And by breaks the elevator, I mean it detaches the server-side hitbox on the elevator and makes it go down instead of up. Going down this elevator will now kill you. Going up the elevator will now kill you. Going into this elevator will kill you. This works because weapons are magical. I figured out how to do this like a few weeks ago, and I finally got bored of BLR. So I'm just going to make a video showing how to do it. It's basically the same principle for every single moving prop and entity in the game. I figured this out in a training match when I was dicking around with the targets because they count as moving entities. You can detach the signs by shooting arrows at the corners of them. I figured arrows are weapon entities, guns are weapon entities, guns are magical. So how this works is collision based. You get a gun entity inside of a moving entity, and the physics entity basically doesn't know what to do. This is a very simple thing to fix, and I'm actually surprised it works to this extent in BLR, which is like a 4-5-year-old game at this point. It's just shoddy. So how it works is you stick a gun in a door or any moving object. You can see like an obvious clip like that. That's completely wrong. It should not look like that. Once you see the obvious clip, you just change the state of the entity. It now goes up, the gun comes with it, and what's this? I can't run through here. If you would throw stuff at it like explosive tomahawks and sonic tomahawks, they get stuck and then teleport to the top because the door is stuck in a state of opening. What you can do to exploit this, other than being able to shoot through an area that like they can't run through, is if you shut it, you can run and jump. Sorry, this one's just a walkthrough, my bad. Where is it? Seaport's not the best map to showcase this exploit off. Heavy metal is much better as the doors are thinner. But you can clip through, if I can find the angle, there it is. You can clip through the closed door. This door I've done it to previously, I believe, and it's completely stuck. You can still shoot through here. Like that. So this obviously gives you like advantages if you know the doors and elevators are broken. Anyone running up this elevator will die. They cannot enter this door at all. You can still shoot through them. So what you'll get is people trying to push through the door because you're over here. They can't, so they try and push through and you just murder them. This elevator I broke at the start of the video. You won't die if you quickly get off it, but you can see how this can just completely oh, I died anyway. Completely shits itself. It's because the game doesn't know where to put me. Like, my client thinks I'm going up, but on the server it thinks I'm going down. So I ended up just getting sucked into the ground at like a massive falling rate and die. Anyway, that's basically the two tricks you can do on Seaport. I'm going to cut the video and then do something funny on heavy metal. And we're back. So, a bit of backstory while I perform the door glitch again. A few players, symh, UUU, and myself were just sticking around on heavy metal, trying to do the ladder glitch on the ladder right next to me. They were successful, but they were trying to get into the skybox, and you can't because there's an invisible wall there. So, failed to get into the skybox, and then I'm like, hang on, I want to show you something cool with these guns. And what we were trying to do then is use a door to push ourselves up or down and create a no clipping bug, which I'll demonstrate a little bit later in this video. And what I was doing at the same time was like just dicking around with the guns on the ground. And I managed to get a gun stuck in the door while they were just fiddling with it. Door opens, broke the hitbox, and I'm like, oh, that works, cool. And then we just messed around with the broken door. What else could we do with it? Could we run through it? And we found another interesting bug with a specific type of door. It's not very practical, doesn't really give you any advantages, but it's pretty funny. And here we go. So basically, in games, there's a thing called clamping. What clamping is it locks you to the world boundaries and prevents you from like getting out of the map, in theory. Now, due to clamping, it means that if I hit a ladder or something that wants to push me up and I hop off it, it'll send me away from it to stop me clipping into the ground. However, if I'm using a door, for example, something like this, which is an up and down, clamping will push me either to the side or up, because up is the opposite of down. So what we can do now is the door is in its walk-through state, and to do that you jump and you crouch. This is actually fairly tight. Probably be better holding a... no, fucked it. There we go. See lads, I am now outside the map. What I'm standing on here is the door. You can walk along this. Oh, wrong button. Cool, good job me. Let's do it again. Oh, had it. There we go. Right, so while you're crouching, you can walk along this. If you look up, there's like another area. If they open the door, someone else opens the door, I'll get pushed up into this white thing. And you can actually build shields on this sort of area here. Like, oh, I forgot to move my ult. GG. Anyway, that's the trick there. You can get pushed up into the skybox. And you can basically put shields down and shit up there and build on it and climb higher. It's not very practical, it doesn't really get you anything, because if someone drops a H you need there, you die, because your physical hitbox is still, like, on the ground there. It just means they can't shoot you while you're up there, they have to nade you. This is the last mentionable glitch you can do with the door. Well, like, that you can't do with the elevators or other things. Basically, when you displace the door's hitbox, it moves down. Well, it actually moves in the opposite direction that you send the entity. So if the entity goes left, the hitbox goes right. If you send it up, it goes down. So this is actually broken open. Right, the hitbox is now here, but the server thinks it's up here. What we can do now is reclose the door. And this one should just let us jump through. Yep. And we've moved it down. Because we've moved it down after breaking it, the hitbox moves. It actually blocks this off, because the hitbox for the door is now lower. I did this earlier in like a matchmaking game with a few people, and one of them was like recorded and they want to report it, so I'm just going to link them this video when it's done. The last thing you can do with doors is fucking have your bot live on you. Fuck my life. Well, I'm just going to link to an old clip that demonstrates the no clipping effect you can get from a first person perspective. For everyone else, it just looks like you're standing still doing nothing. Like, your hitbox is where they see you, so it doesn't really do anything. You can't interact with the world, you just get to run around really quickly.
What I'm gonna do is instead of take all these nades, you can do one easy thing and put on a
So
toxic
as you can
breach
see,
hammer.
this game is really broken.
Alright, can you please go me? Alright, so now that I have my toxic breach hammer on. Wait, where are you guys at? I should put on a different helmet. Just for sure.
What did you want to do?
This is so hard to control after you've done it. Like,
There's no doors to close on this map, is there?
No.
Alright, so here we go.
oh my god.
I don't think it's gonna work.